Welcome to the Vitality Coach Podcast with the Mojo Maker and host, Nikki Fogden-Moore, the Vitality Expert. Dedicated to helping you be the CEO of your business and your life with special industry and life-leading guests, top tips on how you could create that magical blend of healthy, wealthy, and wise for CEOs, entrepreneurs, founders, and people who do things with life.
Hi guys, I'm Nikki Fogden-Moore, the Mojo Maker, and this is the week that we're doing the 100th episodes of the show. Kind of crazy, also surreal, and I just want to give you one message. No matter what goes on in your brain, you must back yourself. I think the biggest hurdle and roadblocks we have are actually that we get in our own way. So if you're stuck on anything, remember my 3 things, especially in the Mojo Maker blogs lately. Well, you must be fearless, you must be blameless, and you have to be shameless. And that doesn't mean doing a nudie streak throughout your office building at midday. It actually means recognizing where your triggers come from and understanding that your ego is not your amigo. So surround yourself with good people now. Figure out what you really, really want in life and use my 3 R's for goal setting. Does it resonate? Is it relevant to you? And is it real time? Because chances are, if you tick all those boxes, you're going to succeed and do things you never thought were possible. So come join me. We're going to do some flashbacks about interviews we've had. I'm very, very grateful for all the people that have spent time giving me their ideas and purpose on the show, and most importantly, taking you through to the next series on adulting, how you can go from chaos to calm and remember that anything is possible. We only know what we know, so according to quantum physics, there really is unlimited reality. Be open-minded, have an open soul, and enjoy the journey, because that's what it's all about.
Nikki, congratulations on 100 Mojo shows. I'm really curious, as I'm sure all your audience is, what's kept you going? Why do you love this show and why do you think it's important?
Are you curious because you've been waiting for me to stop a long time ago? Or?
No, I'm curious because I love it.
I thought about that the other day and I think I just have a complete and utter mission now to declutter all this information that we're being fed in today's society. I think this straightforward approach to working with leaders gets me up every day. We have to give people practical tools to navigate from chaos to calm. And also there's incredible stories, not only of people who are inspiring, but they do the work. And that is the difference between having an idea and wishing for something and actually creating change.
Hope is not a strategy.
No, we don't do hope projects. That's actually going to be on the front of my new website. And I think, this is so important now. We are all agents of change. And I have had so many moments of self-doubt. I've called this show The Muppet Show because sometimes I turn up and we're interviewing everyone and I think, what am I doing? But I can't not do it.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's been like a defining strategy. It just gets me up at 2 a.m. and I think I have to have this person on the show. Or I come back from coaching and we've got CEOs and leaders. In the early days in the 1960s, companies were big conglomerates and there were only 3 or 5 and they provided all the jobs. Now we have individuals that are leading businesses that are providing all the jobs, and some of these individuals are 25.
Yep.
So we are creating leaders at an age because they come straight out of university or not, and suddenly they're responsible for paying salaries, they're responsible for holding down relationships, for paying their own bills. So we've got kind of a reverse psychology going on in our society at the moment. There's an incredible project going on in the United Arab Emirates, which is going to be like a bubble of a community. So they're creating a completely self-sustainable city. I think it's billions of dollars, the project. But one of the things they're bringing in is a behavioral scientist to say, how do we get a values-based community where people are actually going to effectively do the actions required to create a sustainable community? So we can put lots of things on paper, but if we don't do the work.
Yeah.
So that's why I do the show. I do the show because on a daily basis, I feel that we've got lots of grand statements and we have lots of inspiration, but the greatest things come from people that you don't even hear about.
Yeah.
They're the ones that maybe they're not the Kardashians. They're the ones that are driving Fortune 500 companies that are sitting up at night worrying how they're going to pay their staff. They're the ones that are worried about their grandchildren's legacy. They're the ones that cultivate friendships. So I think my whole purpose has been from a very young age. I've always been a talker, and I've always been great at extracting information from people because I'm genuinely interested. So my job is to help my clients and those listening on the show to feel empowered, to be in the driver's seat, to have a new roadmap for leadership in life, and to think this is it. So that is why I'm here, and it's only going to get better. Today feels like the beginning for me. And it's very, very exciting, and I'm very humbled. I don't even know who's listening to it. I know it's 85 countries. But I know that when I get an email that comes in that says, thank you very much, you either saved my life or saved my company or saved my job, that's enough for me.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a great purpose and it's a great show. Congratulations on your 100th episode.
Thanks, Alison.
And you're all about creating success and bringing the best out in others. What does success mean for you?
To me, success is very simple. It's like a word replete. There's a beautiful word in the Oxford Dictionary, and it's called replete, which means completely satisfied, satiated. You know, when you've had a great meal and you're like, oh, I actually feel when I wake up in the morning, replete. And I always remember saying to my clients, if God or whoever your creator is says to you, if this was it, the trajectory you're on, the people you're meeting, your passion, how you're looking at life, your perspective, whatever is on, this is where you're going, how would you feel? I'd be like, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I think that vision and that perspective that I got from a very early age is success is not what you have, it's who you have around you, how you feel, how you navigate, and knowing that you can back yourself. And I think that when you have that, you are capable of moving mountains. You are legitimate, you're authentic, you're driven, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're beaten up, and then you just bounce. It's a gladiator approach. So to me, success is whatever you want it to be. And I'm working with some really interesting entrepreneurs at the moment that are taking their business from 3 to 10, and they get stuck in their own roadblocks because they think it's about a Maserati or about a house or and it's not. It's actually being in the moment.
Yeah.
So being present is success is being a little bit Buddhist. It's watering your plants. Like I've got the most incredible plants in my house now, and I'm sending photos to my mum going, look at what I've created. So it's walking the dog. It's having the most beautiful friends. You can have lots and lots of things, but you can't take that with you. So experiences, happiness, a sense of repleteness, whatever that looks like, champagne, I think that you must be able to drop a pin and not only look at what everyone else is doing, because remember, 5 out of 10 things you see on social media are absolute nonsense. But if you were to put your phone down and look up for 2 minutes, how do you feel? Success is feeling really good.
Yeah.
About what you do, who you are, who you have around you.
Beautiful.
Whatever the number is.
Nice.